Here's a live look outside. The sun has come out for now, but we do have more storms in the forecast. I'll have the latest coming up.
And our friends in Franklin County are still cleaning up after this morning's storms. Our Emily Rao will show you the damage. There's new video of Bo Bergdahl's release and new questions on Capitol Hill. We'll have the latest on this growing controversy. And also ahead, summer is barbecue season, but a new report may put a damper on your summer plans. We'll let you know why. And there is new news about an old rock band. This will have all of you fans cheering. News 4 at noon starts right now.
Live from KMOV, News 4 is covering breaking news.
And that breaking news is from St. Clair County. We are told that felony charges have been filed against 31-year-old Alyssa Jackson of Belleville. Police say she faked cancer treatments and took money from a fundraiser set up in her name. You see her here. Jackson claims she had stage 4 ovarian cancer to get the money. We will be tracking this story throughout the day and have new information coming up on News 4 at 5 and 6. Now, good afternoon and happy Wednesday to all of you. I'm Laura Hettiger in for Robin Smith. Of course, thank you so much for joining us. It was a rough and a wet morning commute for so many of you, and right now meteorologist Kristen Cornett is in the storm center, possibly tracking another round of storms.
Yes. So
it isn't so.
It's so. We have a slow-moving cold front in the area. So round 1 was this morning. We're in a bit of a break right now. Check out Sky Tracker Doppler radar. There is not a drop of rain anywhere in the News 4 viewing area at the moment. But as things heat up this afternoon, I expect more storms will start to develop. Temperatures, it's 83 in St. Louis already, 79 in Rolla, 84 in Belleville. Around the rest of the metro, from 79 in O'Fallon to 86 in Oakville. Here's where we're headed this afternoon. 88 for a high with scattered thunderstorms developing, and the clouds move back in as well. Winds a little breezy out of the southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. We'll get you an update on the threat for severe weather and how much longer these storms will be in the forecast. That's coming up later in the newscast. Laura?
Thank you, Kristen. There's still 1,200 homes and businesses without power in the wake of this morning's storms, and crews are out right now trying to get the electricity restored to everyone. Many of these outages are in Franklin County, particularly around Union. Our Emily Rao checked out that damage.
We've seen a lot of this all over the city.
And take a look at this video of strong winds from a viewer in Pacific. As you can see, the winds were bending the trees. Now, the good news, no serious injuries have been reported. Police have not said if the storm and wet roads were a factor in this crash at McCausland and Arsenal this morning. The drivers appeared shaken, but okay. As you can imagine, it tied up traffic in that area. Woo, and we hope none of you end up with a windshield like that. This is video of a storm chaser's car just taking a beating. It happened in Nebraska, and thankfully the hail stopped by the time that same storm system hit us.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I got the thunder.
Oh my gosh is right. Check out these just huge flashes of lightning captured on camera. This is also from Nebraska. Now, back here at home, quick police work and help from a watchful citizen may have prevented several car break-ins in Brentwood. 3 men are now facing charges. That's after officers caught them with a car full of stolen property. Police say a concerned citizen saw the men casing the YMCA parking lot and then called police. Here's the interesting part. All 3 are from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, officers in Brentwood tell us they are seeing the trend more and more where out-of-town criminals travel across the country to commit crimes. And if you can, go ahead and take a look at your screen. The man caught on camera waving around a gun. Police are asking for your help in identifying this guy. He's believed to be a suspect in a triple shooting in South St. Louis. He's accused of shooting at a group during a fight near Tholozan and Alfred Avenue on May 23rd. 3 people were taken to the hospital. Anyone with tips can call Crime Stoppers. The Taliban has released a video showing the final moments of Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl's captivity, but Bergdahl's release is surrounded by questions about his capture and the prisoner exchange that won his freedom. Craig Boswell reports from Washington.
The Taliban. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says it's unfair to the Bergdahl family to presume the sergeant did anything wrong when he left his unit. However, Hagel reiterated that the Army will review all the circumstances surrounding his capture. The FBI is taking dead aim at lasing, the dangerous practice of shining a laser pointer into the cockpit of an airplane. The agency says the attacks are on the rise from nearly 400 in 2005 to nearly 4,000 just last year. To combat this, the FBI is expanding its reward program, offering $10,000 for information leading to an arrest. Still ahead on News 4 at noon, the next time you want to eat out, hey, you might want to think again. Find out why a new study might make you want to stay home for dinner. And Hollywood heavyweight Angelina Jolie is sounding off about the red carpet attack on her fiancé Brad Pitt. You'll want to hear what she has to say about her fans. That and more straight ahead on News 4 at noon.
You're watching News 4, watching out for you.
If you're planning on grilling out steak or pork chops anytime soon, you better get ready to empty out your wallet. That's because the price of beef and pork is expected to get even higher in the next few months. In just the last year, pork chop prices have gone up 40%, ribeyes 10%, and even ground beef 5%. Industry experts are giving two reasons for this: a drought in several states and a higher worldwide demand for meat. We have new and not so encouraging information for those of you who drink coffee. We first told you last month about a spike in coffee prices. Well, overnight we learned the company that sells both Folgers and Dunkin' Donuts packaged coffee is bumping up its prices about 9% in supermarkets. And if you've ever wondered just how safe you are online, you aren't alone, and it looks like a lot of people are making some big changes. A quarter of the people surveyed by USA Today say they have at least temporarily stopped shopping online because of security concerns. The majority also say they have been checking their bank and credit card accounts more frequently to watch for hacking. The heightened concerns come after high-profile hacks at eBay and Target. Good news for all of you avid picture takers. Instagram is getting an overhaul. The photo sharing app is adding a whole new series of editing tools. Instagram 6.0 will help your amateur photos rival professional ones with improvements to things like brightness, contrast, and strength of filters. Now up next on News 4 at noon, a newly released report might make you want to stay at home instead of heading out to eat. Find out why right after the break. And fans will be cheering new news about a legendary rock band, Led Zeppelin. We'll fill you in after weather. But first, let's take a look at today's fun fact. Do you know what wedding ring tradition started in Venice in the 15th century? Get your thinking caps on. The answer is coming up a little later, only on News 4 at noon.
You're watching News 4, watching out for you.
We're always watching out for your health, and a new study might make you want to stay home for dinner instead of going out to eat. According to the CDC, you're more likely to get sick at a restaurant than at home. Researchers say infected food service workers frequently spread norovirus when they touch ready-to-eat food with bare hands. Health experts say workers need to practice good hand hygiene and stay at home when they are sick. A scary finding for older breast cancer patients. According to a new study, they are not getting treatment for heart problems often caused by chemotherapy. In fact, just about a third of patients saw a cardiologist after developing heart failure. Researchers say it's important for cancer patients to know possible drug side effects.
Coming up on News 4 at noon, I'm tracking the chance for more storms. They could even be severe. Looks like another round poised to move into the area. I'll detail all the latest for you coming up after the break.
And Angelina Jolie is sounding off about the red carpet attack on her fiancé Brad Pitt. You'll want to hear what she has to say about all fans. That's coming up right after the forecast. But first, let's take a look at the markets on this Wednesday, June 4th. Hey, good news. Both the Dow and the Nasdaq are up this afternoon.
Will be staffed all afternoon, so we'll be keeping an eye on any of these storms that might pop up across the area. Again, they do run the risk. They could be a little bit on the strong side, so we'll be watching.
Very busy day for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristen. Now, Angelina Jolie arrived in China to promote her new movie, Maleficent. She says there's no plan to beef up security after the mishap last week. A Ukrainian ex-journalist grabbed her partner Brad Pitt on the red carpet.
Though people like that are an exception to the rule, most fans are just wonderful. We've had a wonderful experience over the years and are very grateful for their support, and it will not change the way we behave.
Today is actually the actress's birthday. The Oscar winner turns 39. Something new for you Led Zeppelin fans. Guitarist Jimmy Page has remastered the band's entire music catalog. The first 3 albums were just released, but Page says a reunion with singer Robert Plant does not look likely. And Hercules is storming his way into the summer blockbuster battle. The new trailer shows Dwayne Johnson as the mythical hero fighting to save civilization. Hercules hits theaters July 25th. Now, still ahead on News 4 at noon, an attempt to take some beautiful wedding pictures goes very, very wrong. We'll show you what happened next right after the break. And speaking of weddings, in today's fun fact, we are asking what wedding ring tradition started in Venice in the 15th century. Chris and I will be right back with the answer only on News 4 at noon.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my gosh is right. Now, it wasn't just the bride and groom taking the plunge at this wedding in Minnesota. The entire wedding party ended up waist or chest deep in the water when the dock they were taking pictures on gave way. Now get this was just 1 hour before the wedding ceremony. But after a lot of drying off, the ceremony started just 10 minutes late. Now, that is absolutely terrifying to me because, Chris, and I know I've told you the last few weeks, my sister's getting married at the end of June. Oh
but
my
you're
gosh.
over here giggling about it. I bet the bride wasn't giggling about it at the time. Maybe a few years from now.
No. Oh, now speaking of weddings and hopefully not wedding disasters, that is what our fun fact is about today.
Okay, so here's the question. In the 15th century, what wedding ring tradition was started in Venice?
That answer, Venetians started using diamonds on wedding rings because diamonds are the hardest and most enduring substance. It symbolized the engagement and wedding lasting forever.
And they're a girl's best friend.
Duh, even better.
Let me show you what we're dealing with this afternoon. We have a frontal boundary in the vicinity that's dropping slowly to the south. And as it does so and things heat up this afternoon, it's likely going to trigger some storms. So scattered storms popping back up this afternoon. Some of them from St. Louis to the south could be a little on the strong side. We'll keep an eye out.
And if you are worried about the storms, of course, download our app, KMOV. That'll keep you updated when you can't watch News 4. We'll see you back here on News 4 at 5 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.